food tracking a pain in the ass, especially if you're prepping for 2 people? So for starters, my wife and I have the same carbohydrate intake, we just train on opposite days. So on a training day, both of our carb intakes are 50 grams per meal, and on our off days, both of our carb intakes are 25 grams per meal. That's half. And protein, mine is double hers, but we'll climb that bridge another time. Instead of tracking meals individually, which is a fucking nightmare, we use fractions and simple math to make it foolproof and automatic. Here's how. So our example is gonna be with sweet potatoes. So first off, we need to measure our sweet potatoes raw because they shrink when cooked. So we measure our sweet potatoes, these two, at 750 grams. So 750 grams provides 150 grams of carbohydrates. So regardless of what the weight comes down to after cooking, we separate that into 6 even portions, giving us 25 grams of carbohydrate per portion. So for my wife and I, on a training day, it would be 2 portions. On an off day, it would be 1 portion. The portion and the fraction stays the same to make it simple. We will never need to reweigh anything. This method would work the same for rice or anything else. You would just weigh that after cooking. And we eat more on training days than off days. Makes sense, right? And when it comes to protein sources, we weigh everything at 112 grams or 4 ounces. So 112 grams or 4 ounces would be her per meal serving, and mine would be double. So mine would be 224 grams per serving. But either way, stop stressing over perfection, because when it comes to meal tracking, it's not exact anyway. And in terms of calories, that's a man-made estimate of what somebody thinks the amount of energy from a given food will be. So MyFitnessPal will have one value, Trainerize will have another value, Lose It will have another value. It's not going to be across the board. And if you're not prepping for a competition or a photo shoot, there's a little bit more leeway. But the key is consistency over perfection. And as far as our sweet potato, for example, if we're aiming for 750 grams of raw sweet potato, if it weighs out anywhere between 725 to 775 grams, that's close enough. Because 25 grams, we're talking about 5 grams of carbohydrates. That's not going to make or break you. And as far as a bonus tip, prepping meals with your wife makes things significantly easier. You eat together, you hold each other accountable, and it's way easier to track and remain consistent when you're doing it with somebody else. At the same time, you're setting an excellent example for your children.